sign of any teams yet in the tunnel. We do have some of the management around, but we'll go through the Kettering Town squad once more if you've just tuned in. So for Kettering today, number 1, Paul White, number 12, Liam Bateman, number 14, Gary Storer, number 4, Brett Solcombe, number 5, Gary Mulligan, number 6, Owen Penley, number 7, Lyndon Meikle, number 8, Aaron O'Connor, number 15, Matthew Stevens, number 18, Michael Richards, and number 11, Rhys Hones. And Kettering's substitutes today, number 3, Callum Wilmot, number 9, Rennie Howe, number 10, Ben Milnes, number 16, Tom Marshall, and number 17, Wilson Cavallio. As just make out the figure of Scott Poston, the match referee in the tunnel, along with his assistant referee, Thomas Kidd and William Doyle. And we'll go through the Weymouth squad as well, as a few more players feature in the tunnel. So it is number 1, Will Dennis, number 2, Ash Wells, number 3, Callum Buckley, number 4, Stefan Zuma, number 5, Diego Casse da Silva, number 6, Josh Carmichael, number 7, Jake McCarthy, number 8, Josh Wakefield, number 9, Ben Thompson, number 10, Harry Baker, and number 11, Calvin Brooks. These substitutes for Weymouth this evening: number 12, Thiago Sarr, number 13, Gareth Stewart, number 14, Brandon Goodship, number 15, Charlie Davis, and number 16, Abdali Baggy. That's a very long throw into the area, just come off the head of the Weymouth defender. Shot goes in, deflected. Will the goalkeeper, Dennis, come out and collect? He does, just in his area.
Goal kick then to Will Dennis. Son going down behind the Brian Martin stand.
£15.
Zubar. Richards. Bit of head tennis here as Meikle controls it. Trying to feed through Stevens. Stevens has got through, might try a shot here. He goes through. Down he goes.
Penalty.
And Poskin's given a penalty. Well, Honus goes over to the referee, but Stevens was through. There was 3 of them.
You have to give credit for the determination there from Matty Stevens. He was sandwiched between a couple of Weymouth players there, and he kept going and managed to get forward. Be interesting to see, how close he was to that goal, but Boston is having a conversation there. First real conversation he's had with anyone on the pitch since we've started.
First incident, really, isn't it? And it's been quite a big incident because it's gone to a penalty, as Poskin, I think, is just going to put his name in the book. It's not a red.
Yeah, it's number 5, Diego Casse da Silva, who picks up the first card here and taking the penalties. Brett Solcombe.
Yeah, probably one of the most important penalties that Solcombe will have to take so far this season. And he's been quite successful. And it's again Brett Solcombe's 19th goal of the season. 1-0.
Well, as you said, Paul, there's a lot of pressure on your shoulders when you stand up to take a penalty. It's happened a couple of times now. Brett Solcombe's been there at the important moments, and that was an important goal indeed. Just after 10, 11 minutes here at Latimer Park, Kettering Town are leading 1-0. We have a corner. It will be Lyndon Meikle who will distribute this, hopefully into the area where there's a handful of both players. Ball goes in. Completely missed by a goalkeeper. A couple of Kettering players on the ground, and it's Hones who has the ball on the edge of the area, turns, has to turn back, another turn from him, plays the ball early forward, goes down, gets back up again, finally plays it back towards O'Connor. O'Connor crosses the ball and Stevens is there. It's cleared up by Buckley, not completely cleared as Penley gets the ball, keeps going, gets a header into the area, and finally the ball is cleared by the Weymouth player. And it's
Zubar underneath it, he wins that. Only to Meikle though. Meikle lets Honus run. Honus now, he's got O'Connor and he's got Stevens with him. Keeps going, is the cry. He might shoot, comes off Da Silva and goes for another Poppy's corner. So Meikle then. Mulligan.
Off the line.
virtually off the line there by De Silva and cleared by Weymouth.
We've certainly got a lot of players scoring for Kettering throughout the pitch. You know, who do you expect to be up there at the moment? Who wants to get on the end of this free kick?
Definitely Orange strong at heading. I know Mullers and Brett always lurking around, but I know Brett's happy with his goal scoring, so we'll have a look at this right now. So is Brett reading it? Mullers.
Ooh, good save from the goalkeeper and a bit of a
great save.
There. Yeah,
that's 2 now that we've got a head on it. It's just converting them chances.
Do you wish you were on the pitch at the moment?
Oh yeah, I wish I was playing in. Games like these are the ones you want to play because it means a lot more. The guys are on it, and yeah, it's a much better feeling when you're playing in games like this.
Well, hopefully it'll keep, means you'll be a bit more fresher for the later games at the end of this season.
Yeah, that's yes!
Brett Solcombe. Wow, that was fabulous there from Brett Solcombe. Again, the determination was there. He was at the right place at the right time. You could almost say quite lucky for the ball to fall back to him so quickly, but his reaction was spot on there. And Brett Solcombe just kept that low, got it past the goalkeeper and puts Kettering 2-0 up.
Yeah, as I was saying, he's always in these positions. He keeps lurking around in the penalty box, and that's how he got his goal against Gosport on Tuesday. So he's just in the right area again, and he's doing a great finish.
And Gary Storer, obviously playing as almost a full-back, you could say. Is that a natural position for him?
Well, he's a player that works really hard, so any position he will get put in, he will do a job there. So him going there at left wing back, I don't think that will cause too much problems for him.
Yeah, as a first real shot comes in from Weymouth there. At what point do Kettering consider, resting some players again for trying to pick up as maximum number of points as possible?
Well, it depends what the Marcus is thinking at the time, but I think as it goes, we don't need to make too many changes. Oh, there's just been a stamp there. Yeah, number 9's just had a little kick out at Orin.
Ben Thompson, who had a bit of an issue there with Penley, and Scott Postin saw the initial incident in the corner of his eye. He's now gone over to talk to both players, and maybe a bit of frustration showing now from Weymouth.
That's it.
Yeah, not long to go now in this first half. It's been a good first half for Marcus Law's side, especially after that long journey to from Hampshire in midweek.
Yeah, it was a long day for us, but did help with the result there.
Paul White coming into action for the first time, holding on to that well at his near post if he'd have slipped. Attendance tonight is an impressive 745, not bad for a Thursday night, and a contingent also from Weymouth have made it as well, so that's good to see. 745.
They're ahead in the game, which they're currently leading 2-0.
Free kick then to be taken in. It comes, headed out by Richens. That goes out for a corner. Richens not happy with that, thinking that somebody should have mopped up and cleared, but it goes for a Weymouth corner. Pressure for the defence. Paul White issuing his instructions. He's got one on the front post and the smallest player possible towards the back post.
Well, it almost looks like he's marking Paul White. But in fact, it's Calvin Brooks who's trying to mark as the ball goes in just over, though.
Yeah, sure. Throw into the Poppies on the far side. Liam Bateman going to be taking this, with both Callan Thomas and Ben Tosland. Tosland injured and Thomas suspended. Gives Bateman and Storer a chance to stake their claims. And don't let anybody down yet. Here's Stevens. Can't control that one, though, and away come the Terrors. Good work there, dummying Meikle. Flicks the ball out here to number 11 there, Calvin Brooks. Brooks is away, might try a shot himself. He's through, he does. And Paul White there does well and collects that. But a good run from Calvin Brooks.
Certainly.
Headed on there, Penley beaten to it, but
look at Honus go.
Honus now, look at the work of Honus. He did very well to intercept that. Still got it.
He's still going. Got a push there.
Pushed down, and
it was actually De Silva who pushed him there, who's already on a yellow card.
He is on a yellow card from that first half foul. Again on Honus that was, and referee being reminded by Meikle that it was De Silva that made the foul, but I don't think any action will be taken.
It will be Meikle with this set piece. Store just lurking on the edge of the area as well. Hopefully there to mop up anything which comes out the box. Probably too powerful. Well, that was a great header back there for Mulligan, and I don't think Michael Richards really knew the ball was coming towards him.
Baker, rather spooned high delivery that...
panicked, wasn't it, as
Michael's panicked with as Meikle comes in. He's going to feed away. Stevens is through now. He's inside the penalty area. He's gone a bit wider than normal. Might try a looping shot. Does. Handball claims there and waved away by referee Poston, but Kettering adamant that was a handball.
Well, there was a wall of sound there from the Kettering fans, as you say, who thought that the player handled the ball here, but Kettering have to watch out here as that cross is fired in from Thompson, and you have to say, was it a cross-come shot? Ball bounces around.
Norma Thompson there going down for the trying to get a foul out of it, didn't come to anything, and he's offside if he plays that ball.
Oh, it was difficult, wasn't it? The two players sort of miscommunicating, and still some pressure as Mulligan's now charging forward. Does get on and is fouled, although the ref says play on. Ball slots towards O'Connor. O'Connor takes a shot, scuffs it again, and it is picked up by Dennis. Hones just shows too much of the ball, and now Weymouth break on the far side of the pitch towards the number 8 Wakefield. Wakefield under pressure from Mulligan and being forced back towards the halfway line. O'Connor now running back to do a bit of defensive work. Storr just on the edge of the area trying to contain the Weymouth player there, stopping him from getting the ball into the area. He does manage to get the ball into the area. The ball is crossed, but there's no one on the end of it, and that's easy for Paul White to collect.
Well, Tom Marshall and Ben Mills, Wilson Cavalier and Rennie Howe all trying to get the attention of Marcus Law to see they get on the pitch, and all the Weymouth subs are warming up too, as Stevens is trying to get by and has done. He's got O'Connor with him.
He's trying to cut into the area. He looks up, plays it back, low ball in, ball straight back out. Another opportunity though for Kettering. Ball bobbling around, crossed in. Well, Postma's not sure what it is. Instead, he has to rely on his official over there, and it is a corner.
So then, Meikle. Pendley got to it. Yeah, but there's still plenty of time for this to go, and I'm sure we've not seen the last of the goal scoring in this game.
That's quite a shout there, Paul.
Yeah, good work there. Cleared, though, by Stevens. He goes down. Carmichael came off a Kettering player, and that is going to be a corner.
Early in the second half. Corner goes in. Carmichael tries to get that ball wide again. Does succeed, although Kettering now can push forward. Ooh, and there's a tumble there. Game continues. Cut back. Edge of the penalty area. Shot goes in. Bounce, bobbles, and goes out for almost a throw-in, but in fact it's a goal kick.
Good interception there from Richards. In comes Brooks and Paul White all at sea there. John Ramshaw going mad down here, giving them too much room.
Milnes. So we've got Callum Thomas, who's going to just join us for the last few minutes here at Latimer Park. So your thoughts on the second half? No more goals for Kettering, no more goals. Well, no goals for Weymouth. What have your views been for the second half?
Yeah, we've pretty much played how I thought we'd play. We're just trying to kill the game off, not giving too much away. So as long as we keep this clean sheet, we'll be happy with the 2-0.
Well, Marshall's there, and you know, you can see Kettering still have the ambition to go out there and get another goal. Yeah,
you can see the lads they're really battling out there. Yeah,
that's a very tame shot there, a scuffed shot, and that's no danger for Paul White. Near post, and well read there by O'Connor. Cavalier even, and that's picked up well by Paul White.
That's it. I think this might be the last kick of the game. Can't see much. Well into stoppage time now. 30 seconds left.
Yeah, well, the Kettering fans certainly making a fair bit of noise there, as they feel that the game is now sewn up.
There we
And
go.
there is the full-time whistle here, and what was announced as a tough game against two teams up there in the playoffs. In fact, it ended up Kettering looking comfortable, looking confident, and that will put them in great stead for the game on Saturday. We've had the views from Callum Thomas up here. It's been great to have you up here, and I'd like to say I hope to see you up here again soon, but I'd rather see you on the pitch playing.
Well, we've got Tiverton at home, so I'll see if I get some spare time to come up here and chat to you guys.
That's great, and let's hope you can get that goal sometime soon.
That's it.